Hello my friends, in this tutorial I will show you the whole process of drawing various types of eyes. Everyone has a little different shape of an eye, but there are a few basic general types they can fit into. Today I will show you 4 basic shapes: almond, rounded, hooded and monolith type of eyes. We will start with the almond shape. It is quite a typical one. We will start with drawing a circle to create a basic shape of an eyeball. Find the center of the circle. We're drawing the eye from the front view, so we will draw an iris right in the middle. And it will be a perfect circle, or at least attempt of perfect circle. I am so sorry guys, I'm sick and my hand is shaking a bit, so please excuse my bad quality of lines today. Draw a circle in the middle to draw the iris. Then we will draw the tear duct, which is usually placed below the middle line. Another corner might be on the middle line or a little higher, depending on the reference photo, but usually almond eyes do not have the corner under the middle line. Now we can draw the eyelids. If you want, at some almond eyes you will see the top of the iris is covered with the upper eyelid, and sometimes also the bottom of the iris is covered with the lower lid. Now connect all of it with slightly curved lines. You can also see where the tear duct meets the eyeball. Also, I will not draw the 3D effect of the eye in this video because we are practicing only the basic shapes, but if you want, you can add the waterline and plans of the lids as well. Also, you can add the folds of the lids. The eyelids are following the shape of the eyeball, so basically the shape will look like this. Now we will draw the round shape of an eye. Basically, it will look wider than the almond-shaped eye. Again, draw a circle, then find the center and draw a tear duct under the middle line. The second corner will lay on the middle line, or sometimes you can see it turned a little bit down, so you will draw the corner under the center line. Then draw an iris. And now draw the upper and lower lids. Cover the top of the iris only a little bit and do not cover the bottom of the iris. but it really depends. We can also draw it like this, because sometimes it's really round, and you see some pictures of the rounded eyes. Here you can see the difference of the almond and the rounded eyes. Actually, we can even draw it more round. We can draw this side, but it really depends on the reference photo you're drawing, so follow the shape you can see there. But if we want to really follow the shape of the round eye, we can even put the other corner in here a little bit more up. Do it like this. So this can be also the shape of the round eye. So you can see also the position of the iris. In this one it's more covered from the upper part, and it's actually a little bit covered, or it's meeting the waterline, and here there is some space between the waterline and the iris. So this is how it's going to look like. Also, if some of the eyes has the tear duct a little bit smaller in here when it's round, and it's also a little bit more of round shape than in here. So now we can see the difference between the round shape and the almond shape. Okay, now let's try to draw hooded eyes. Hooded eyes look like this. They have this shape like the eyelid is covering over the upper part of the eye, and there is like this kind of wave shape. So we'll try to draw it. Again, we'll find the center. And draw the iris. Now we're going to draw the tear duct. Again, it's lower than the middle, and it will be on this part. Now we're going to draw, it's going to be a little bit covered from here, as it's really narrow. Shape is really narrow, and now the shape in here is a little bit wavy, so basically it will be a little bit higher in here, and lower in here. Now we're going to connect it. And in this case, the eyelid is actually overlapping this part. So it's going to look something like this. So as you can see, it's here. Also, the tear duct may be a little bit shaped like this. Also depends on the reference. So you can play around with the shapes. And let's start with the monolith one. Here's the monolith eye. It's type of eye that doesn't have a crease on the eyelid. This fold, actually, this fold in here. Actually, usually Asian people tend to have this kind of monolid eyes. They're also rounded, and sometimes this skin covers the tear duct. So let's try to draw it. Let's find the center. And let's draw the iris. So the tear duct will be a little bit in this kind of shape. It turn a little bit down. We will draw it a little bit upper in here. And now cover only the upper part of the iris. And we're not going to cover it here. So it will be rounded. And now connect it together. To be like this. And now in here we are not going to draw the eyelid, the upper eyelid. So we're going to, it's actually covered right here, and it's a little bit uncovering in here. But also it depends on the reference photo. As you can see, this is the shape. We can draw it a little bit wider or narrower, it really depends. But basically, you can see there is a skin in here. There is like the shape turning to the down. And the fold is uncovering in here. If you want, I would be really happy if you send me some of your exercises and we can discuss a little bit more on individual basis, so I can give you some advices about shading or basic proportions. So if you want, do not hesitate to send me a message, and if you want to send me some pictures, it's great to send them to my mail address, which is sylviamahadalart@gmail.com.